guys, welcome back to another Rain and Sam Epic Mom. Welcome to Chaos. Alright, so it is getting towards the end of the school year, which means lots of concerts, lots of award ceremonies, lots of BS. A lot of stuff that parents have to go to. Now, because we have concerts to do, one of the things that we're getting to do is do a lot of ironing for, nice shirts and such. And I've been teaching my kids how to iron because, again, I am not their maid. I'm their mom. So, one of the things I thought we'd do today is do a video on ironing. Now, first things first, this is a portable ironing board. Now, they do have full-size ironing boards that, stand up, all that. This is just a tabletop one. These are really awesome because, again, the little legs fold up. It's got a little thing here. You can hang it up in the closet. Does not take up a lot of room. Very awesome. I like these. Now, if you do not have one of these, but you do have an iron, what you can do is on any hard surface, put a towel down, and that's good. Otherwise, you don't want to risk, damaging a surface. So, ironing boards are really cool because they've got this kind of pointed up neck, which is really great for doing arms and such. Now, not everybody is taught how to iron. When I was a kid, my mom did a lot of dry cleaning clothes. I personally like more of the throw it in the washing machine, dry it, and you're good. I have some button-up shirts and such where I'll just hang them in the bathroom while I'm showering and the steam kind of gets wrinkled out. But occasionally it's good to have that. This is just a basic vest. I like to wear vests because I think they look nice. This is a men's vest. It's got different materials. So that's going to determine what you do. This one doesn't really need an iron, that much, but there you go. So one of the things that you do, you line it up how you want it on the board. Take the iron, and one of the things I've taught my kids is you iron from the center outwards. That works for me. Now, here's another thing that they don't tell you. This is very hot. Do not put your hand anywhere near it. Anytime that you are not holding the iron, make sure it is sitting upwards so that this metal part is not touching anything. Okay, guys? Safety. Now, do not just leave it on, because if you left this downwards on this and walked away, this is going to burn this. This is going to leave a big burn mark or catch it on fire. Okay? That's how heat works. So, this allows that. It helps make sure all these buttons and such are good. You will feel a nice little heat there. Depending on the type of material, like this back material is a kind of satiny silk stuff. Very easy to get wrinkled. So you're not going to need this on there as long. Irons have a little spot in them. This is a very old iron. I have newer irons and such, but this is an old one. You can put water in here, and then they've got little holes in here where you can spray out water, and that helps do that. I don't need that for this because I just don't. That takes this, which had just a little bit of creases in it, and you can see the difference if I get close up. So you can see one half that's all nice and calm, and another one that's crinkly. So there is a difference, guys. So just so I'm not doing it halfway, because that's annoying. So I have been teaching my kids how to do this. My older kids know. The one I've been teaching the most lately to do this is the 12-year-old, because the 19 and 17-year-old know how to do this already. But again, you're not going to be perfect at this, guys. Even if somebody comes in, shows you exactly how to do it, and you pick it up right away, you're not going to get perfect at it because, again, doing the arms and such, you're not going to be perfect. I've done this for my mom since I was a kid, and I'm still not perfect at this. I still screw up. So unless you do this for a living, you're not going to be perfect at this. But again, this does not take very long. Again, very quick. Setting up the ironing board. Setting up the iron to get hot. That's going to take the most amount of time. Now, again, from the center of the item out. Now, buttons. Here's one of those things. You've got kind of a little lip here for the iron between the metal and like the ceramic or plastic. And you can use that to get underneath the buttons. So use the pointed part of the iron to go in between the buttons and then twist. And that way you don't leave like a crinkly part between the buttons. And that gave me a very nice vest. Now that is one of the easier things that you can iron. Another slightly easy thing is pants. Now some pants have a crease in the center of the pants. If that happens to be the case, then you'll fold the pants how the crease is, and then you'd iron them that way. These pants do not have a crease in it, thankfully. I don't like the crease ones. So it's easy to just go through and do this. Most of my pants, I do not buy pants that need to be ironed because I just don't like them. But, especially on formal pants, especially if they have like that elastic band, it's really nice with the ironing boards because you can, elastic will bunch up, guys, really easily. So with this, I don't know if you can see it, it just bunches up with washings. So with ironing, using the ironing board, put it through there. And you kind of straighten it out so it's not bunched up. And that'll actually come in handy when you're wearing these, if they're not already bunched up. Another nice part of this is if you happen to have pockets, which I love pants that have pockets, my daughters are the same way, you can make it so that they're not all bunched up either. Because again, I don't know what it is with the laundry, but it'll do it and it's just like, dude, how does this keep happening? But it happens. So again, pockets one is more of a pain in the butt because you gotta go inwards on that one. Now again, I'm not going to take the time to do them all, but as the pants were all bunched up, you can see the lines and such. This is going to make it a little bit easier to wear. I could take longer and iron these out a little bit more, but I don't want to because this is going to be a short video. I'm not going to make you guys suffer through that. Now, this is the one that's interesting. This is a button-up shirt. This one happens to be sleeveless. I've got a long sleeve one. but just because I don't want to have to go with it. But with the collars, here's the one that's really going to suck. Because, again, if you've got a button-up one, I will recommend unbuttoning them while you're ironing them. It makes a difference, guys. So, start with one arm. Again, like I said, work from the center out. Just gives you a little bit more control. Again, this is my preferred method. This does not mean you have to do it like I do it. I've got a pocket on this one. So I do the pocket going upwards. That way I can kind of make it look nice. Then I can get on the top and kind of get underneath where the pocket is. So into the pocket. So it just makes it look a little bit nice. And if you are a parent out there, I don't know if this will mean anything to you, but teaching your kid to do this themselves gives them a sense of accomplishment, because the last concert my daughter had, the 12-year-old, she was the only one who ironed her shirt. I did not iron it. I helped her iron it, but she did most of the ironing herself. And her teacher actually complimented her because she was, again, the only one with an iron shirt. Everybody else was very wrinkly. And she told them that she had ironed it herself, and she was very proud. It gave her a sense of pride because she took that extra step. Now, I'm not saying that everybody needs to be perfectly ironed and perfectly pressed and all that. That's not very realistic, especially for like middle school kids or elementary school. That's just not. But if you teach them to do stuff like that, it does give them a sense of pride. It gives them a sense of accomplishment. And you wouldn't think it would, because it's one of those, household things like, oh, this is so stupid. It doesn't. It actually does make them feel very proud of themselves when they can look at something and see something that's just a crinkly shirt that's, been in their closet or in their drawer, and then they can see a difference. Now, I'm only doing half this shirt because I want to show you the difference in the shirt. And again, coming up on the arms and the shoulder area, that one you need to pay a little bit closer attention, and then also the collar. The collar one is kind of difficult because, again, it's going to be bent over. So usually what I do is I do the whole collar on the sticking up, and then I flip the shirt over when I'm done, and also do the side that you're going to see when it's folded over. Now this, again, this is to give you guys a clear difference. I don't know if you can tell, but this is an iron side versus unironed. Again, you can't really tell with the white shirt and such because it's not clear, but again, ironed, not ironed. They do make a difference, guys. And when your kid's wearing it, they're going to make a difference. Because if they're standing next to another kid who didn't iron their thing and they're wearing formal stuff, especially if it's like black pants and a button-up shirt, there's going to be a noticeable difference between somebody who's presenting nicely and somebody who is not. That's the nicest way to put it. So again, I'm going to finish this up just because, I don't like to leave things halfway. Well, that's not true. I do a lot of things halfway. But this one, I'll do this and maybe I'll wear it tonight and for her concert and put a nice cardigan or something over it. Who knows? But the point is, guys, this does not take long. The materials for it, the board, the iron, none of this. The iron, I usually keep with the laundry stuff in the laundry area. It does not take up that much space. I do like to keep them in a centralized location so that anybody who needs it in the house can have it. So like if one of the kids has a date or something, or a job interview. And again, these are things that a lot of people don't think about, is taking that extra step of, hey, I'm going to iron a nice shirt for my job interview. Iron the pants that have been sitting in my drawer. That extra step shows people that you're willing to take the time, that you care about your appearance, that you want to set a good impression. And I don't think a lot of us realize how much that matters. Because, like, again, I prefer clothes that you can just wash, wear, put away. That's my own personal preference. But when I'm trying to do something nice, like an interview or something like that, or a special occasion, I want to be able to look nice. And I don't want to have to spend the extra money to take it to, like, the dry cleaners or something. I like knowing how to take care of this stuff myself. So again, this is not time consuming. Well, it is time consuming, but it's not like super time consuming. It's not like, oh my god, this is going to take you all day. But again, it does take practice. It does take, you know, the initiative. And it does make a difference. I would say if you have kids, teaching them to do this when they're around the age of 10, mostly because, again, hot iron, kids like to touch hot things because they don't want to believe you that it's hot. I don't know why, but, you know, they're children. And they like to test every freaking boundary. So, like I said, it is a life skill that is not taught as much as it used to be. This used to be something that was always taught to girls. My younger brother could actually iron better than me. I don't know what it was. He could get the sewing machine to work better than me, even though I did more sewing than him. He could get things... I do not know how my brother always got shit to work better for him. But it was one of those things where this is not just a girl thing. This is not just a guy thing. This is one of those life skills that really does come in handy, guys. Being able to sew a button on a shirt, being able to iron a shirt for a nice occasion, like if you're going to a wedding or something. And if you're traveling, most hotel rooms carry an iron in the hotel rooms for a reason. These things are available for a reason because people need them. So, teaching your kids to do this, awesome sauce. My mom was really happy when she taught me how to do this because it meant that I then had to do all of her ironing for her. And when my husband was in the Army, it saved us a lot of money when I could help him do his uniforms. He sometimes was faster at it than I was. There was one point when we had 2 irons just so he could do one uniform and I'd do the other one and get it done quicker. But again, everybody's different. But again, it makes a difference, guys. That took less than 5 minutes. We've got a nice shirt. It's nice and folded. It's going to get hung up. Oh, I already have the hanger. Haha. Hanging it up. If you know you're going to be using it, hang it in the bathroom. There you go. See? It's ready to go. So again, I've got other ones that I can do. I'm not going to make you watch me do it, but again, the arms are kind of a pain in the butt. These are the ones that you'll have to take time practicing with. I don't really want to show you because again, I don't want to make you guys watch a boring chore as ironing. But there are options, guys. You don't have to limit what you buy to basic stuff that requires this. You can have nice clothes, guys, and be able to take care of them. Okay, it's not impossible. So I hope this gave you guys some ideas. I hope this gave you some life lessons. And let me know in the comments if when you learned how to iron, if this is when you've learned how to iron, and maybe a funny memory you've had of when you've had to iron. You know, when it's helped you out or when it's been a funny story when you've helped somebody else out. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye, guys. Moms rule. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that. Please check out our other videos already on YouTube. And give us a like and subscribe. And if you hit that bell for notifications, you'll know when we put something new out. So try to make every day matter by finding the fun. You guys have a great one. Bye.